Hey, Future Soul here with just a quick heads up. This video was actually recorded before we heard the rumor that the Kingdom Hearts movie, the alleged Kingdom Hearts movie, was going to be an actual live action animated hybrid, which, in theory, we probably should have seen that coming, but, we'll talk about that. But there's a lot of other stuff that I still think is very relevant in this video here, so I thought I would give it to you guys anyway. But, just so you know, I am aware of the news. So we will talk about that at a later date. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and let Past Soul take it away. Hey, yo, what's good though? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. So you've seen the title and you've seen the thumbnail. It's not too much of a mystery that we're going to be talking a little bit of news today, specifically regarding the Kingdom Hearts movie that's allegedly in development. Now, of course, take everything that I say that anybody says with a grain of salt. Apparently, Diz Insider journalist Skylar Schumer, please correct me if I said that wrong, told us a while back that we were actually ready to receive a Kingdom Hearts Disney Plus animated series that eventually apparently got transformed into a movie instead, right? We heard about that animated series years ago, and then after that, we heard nothing about it, no anything, not even a dribble of information about it, right? So of course we all figured, okay, well obviously that was BS, but apparently it was in talks for a while to get turned into a movie. Now of course, apparently according to Skylar here, nothing even got greenlit yet, so we don't actually even know if it's actually going to pass through or anything like that. So even if it is a true discussion, we don't know if anything is actually going to come of it, because there is a very real chance that it may not even get greenlit, right? Because especially with a series like Kingdom Hearts that's so incredibly story heavy, story driven, and story complex, for lack of a better term here, it's kind of a lot to talk about. That's a very big discussion, and making a full-size, full-length feature film for Kingdom Hearts. I mean, granted, Kingdom Hearts does have a pretty large and very heavily dedicated base of people that love it to death, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I knew the movie wasn't gonna be like the best thing ever, I would be first in line, man. I love Kingdom Hearts to hell and back. There's no doubt in my mind that I would absolutely go see a Kingdom Hearts movie if one was happening. I would not even hesitate. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing though. It's just like, how does that work, right? There's just so many questions about that. Like who would be animating it? Would it be Pixar? Would it be Disney's other in-house team? What would this movie even look like? Because I'm not sure if I would be, I don't know. The Pixar look isn't terrible or anything like that. But Kingdom Hearts is a little more anime, you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem with it being a feature film, right? It works as a game because they're able to comfortably blend that unique Disney style with the anime style comfortably, easily. On a feature film, like on a big screen, that's a much bigger task, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine what that would look like, what that would sound like. I can't picture it. It's very, very hard for me. Even when they announced it as a series, I really just could not see that working. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, I don't know if I would even want that to happen. Especially if it's Disney, because like Disney is very hit or miss with a lot of their projects. It seems like they're really not exactly sure what they're doing right now in terms of a lot of their projects, right? Their last major project, like in terms of animation, Wish, I didn't even bother. I knew it was going to be garbage, and lo and behold, it was. I'm sorry, there was really nothing to do about that. Wish was not good, all right? Then they just announced, or they put out their first trailer for Mufasa. Yeah, definitely going to see Sonic Movie 3 instead of that on release day. So, in terms of Disney, I don't know if they know what they're doing right now, and I don't know if I would want them having their hands on Kingdom Hearts for a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it would, take a lot of animation and a lot of preparation and stuff like that, but it's just, I'm not really sure if I want them to do that, right? And then there's the other side, right? The other half of the owners, Square Enix. I don't know if I need them making the movie either, right? Even with Nomura
in the lead of things as like a primary director or anything like that, I'm not sure if I would want that, right? Because you look at their track record for their movies, and even though it leans more towards the anime side of things, they don't have much of a great track record either, right? You look at, Advent Children, a lot of people love Advent Children. It's a fun movie. Is it a good movie? It's well animated for sure. Like, if we had that type of animation style for a Kingdom Hearts movie, that would be great. But utilizing an animation style like Advent Children for a Kingdom Hearts movie with Disney characters involved, I'm not sure that would work very well. You know what I'm saying? And then, Kingsclave, for Final Fantasy 15. That was a mistake. They should never have done that. Ever. So it's just like, there's a lot to consider when it comes to this kind of thing, right? And in my personal preference, I think I, at the very least, would have preferred if it were actually a series instead, right? Because each episode could have easily focused on so many different aspects. They could have, had certain development arcs happen in each episode. They could have had focused on one Disney world, one after another in each episode, right? It would have been a lot easier to focus on that as opposed to trying to cram Kingdom Hearts anything into a 1 or 2 hour, maybe 3. I mean, it is Disney, so I guess they could do what they want, but a maybe 2 to 3 hour film? I don't know about all that. I don't think that's gonna work because, again, like I said right from the get-go, Kingdom Hearts is a very story-driven thing, and they definitely took their time telling the story, plotting out story beats, especially in the first Kingdom Hearts game. It may not be my favorite, but it's not a bad game by any means. They told that story good and well. That's why it got as popular as it did. It's ridiculous, for sure, but it's a good story. And the reason that it's a good story is because they had time to tell the story. It's very hard for me to try and even go in depth on, all the aspects of why that could probably go wrong. It would probably take way too much time here, and I just simply haven't done enough research to really, break down everything. But I have a gut feeling that just wouldn't work. All right? You look at any book, you know what I'm saying, that's ever gotten some kind of an adaptation, and you know what 90% of people are going to tell you? Just read the book. 9 times out of 10, every time a video game gets adapted, what do they tell you? Go play the game, all right? Very few times in the last couple of years did they actually manage to get it right. The Last of Us, right? It worked out as a show. That's great. That's dandy. They had a nice budget, they got some good actors, and they made sure to write things out so that it flowed from one scene to the next, okay? It was very easy to do because The Last of Us was basically almost a playable movie in some aspects. So yeah, that worked out fine. Fallout, right? Recently did splendid, all right? I like Fallout. It's a good show. I've never played Fallout myself, but I can definitely tell that there was love, there was care, there's definitely some work that could be done with the choreography. We'll talk about that another time, but it worked out okay, So, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little dramatic. Maybe things could go absolutely well. I don't know. But again, those are shows. Those were written out with, time and, intending to have time to, plot out major plot points and stuff like that. Shows work very differently than movies. And even making Kingdom Hearts an animated series, okay, whatever. At least it's a series. They have time to, plot things out properly and, space out everything so that they can actually retell the story to give it to audiences easier. Cramming everything into a 1 to 2, maybe 3 hour movie, I feel like things might get a little complex there, especially because with a series like Kingdom Hearts, that if they were going to do something like that, if they were really going to pull the trigger, they are going in with the intention of adapting the rest of the franchise, right? The rest of the series. And so, with a story as heavy as Kingdom Hearts, going from the beginning with Sora, he has a Keyblade, he gets the Keyblade, he learns he's the Keyblade wielder. He goes to maybe 2 or 3 of the 8, 9 worlds that are in the original Kingdom Hearts to learn lessons here and there and stuff like that. And then at the end, Ansem? I don't know. I really, really don't know how they're going to cram so much time, so much character development, so much plot into just a couple of hours from a 40-hour video game. I've thought about this a lot, right? And don't get me wrong, nothing would make me happier than to hear dearly beloved the easy piano rendition of Dearly Beloved on a movie screen while that Disney castle is showing up. I have an edit. Somebody put out an edit a couple years ago, and I still have that edit of Dearly Beloved playing while the Disney castle is, like, you know, coming into view and stuff like that. It's a magical thought. In theory, it's a magical thing. In practice, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, it seems like that's something that's very easy to mess up, and I feel like they're gonna mess up, because I mean, again, this is just me not having faith because of the last couple of years of Disney. You know what I'm saying? It was very much hit or miss with even their last couple of animated films too. You know, like I said, Wish, Lightyear, I didn't hate Lightyear, but I could definitely see a lot of issues with it. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, man. I really don't know how to feel about this yet. I'm gonna take some time, process it, really think about it, see how they could maybe make it work, and, you know, if it becomes like a true actual thing that's gonna be confirmed in the next couple of months or maybe a year or something like that, if it truly does end up getting greenlit, then fine. We'll just have to see what they cook, because it is Disney. They are half the owners of Kingdom Hearts, so they could do literally anything that they want to do. But it is gonna be really weird to see what kind of audience this reaches. Obviously, every Kingdom Hearts fan is going to go see this movie, no matter what they hear about it or what they think about it, because we love Kingdom Hearts that much. It is not a game. We are literally obsessed with this series. But everybody else, taking a kid to see this movie, I mean, I guess if it is oriented towards kids, I mean, I don't know. I hope those fight scenes are good at least. They gotta have fight. Against the Heartless, we better have some sick ass moves with the Keyblade, man. Sora better be moving and grooving using Firaga, stuff like, oh my goodness. I just thought of the actual possibility of them using Final Fantasy magic on screen. Let me slow my roll. I'm gonna slow my roll, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, because we could talk about this all day and night. The long and short of it is, it makes me nervous as a concept, but you know, maybe they could find a way to make it work, but they have to be so careful. So if it's happening, we'll let them cook, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, take that. You go ahead and tell me what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Do you think that a Kingdom Hearts movie is possible, doable, and they could actually do a good job if they take care of it? Or do you think that this is impossible, this is a fool's dream, they shouldn't do it, they should absolutely quit while they're ahead? Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I am always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, yes, sir, it does appear to be skedaddle o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, gonzo. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor, taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!